All right, let's get right into it. The rumor mill for the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is in full swing, and we're here to break it all down. It's time to separate what's just hype and what's actually real. The early reports on this phone are all over the map. Some insiders are calling it a pretty minor incremental refresh, basically an S25s. But then other leaks hint at some genuinely game-changing tech hidden under the hood. So what's the real story here? Is it boring or is it brilliant? And look, at first glance, you could absolutely be forgiven for thinking nothing has changed. I mean, if you just look at the main spec sheet, it feels like a copy and paste job. We're talking the same 200 megapixel main camera, the same 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and yeah, the same 2600 nits of peak brightness. This right here is what's fueling that whole boring update narrative. So let's start on the outside with what you can actually see and feel. This is where the changes are, well, they're subtle. It's more of an evolution, not a revolution. Samsung is clearly just refining a design that for a lot of people already works. So based on the dummy units that are floating around, the phone is just a tiny bit thinner, down to 7.9 millimeters. And the corners? They're a little more rounded, which should make it a bit comfier to hold. But let's be real, this is not a radical redesign, not even close. And this, right here, this is Exhibit A for the whole playing it safe argument. The core camera sensors are literally carried over from last year's S25 Ultra. You've got the same 200 megapixel main camera, the same 50 megapixel 5x periscope, and the same 12 megapixel selfie camera. The hardware itself is identical. And this is where things get really interesting, because if you stop at the spec sheet, you are going to miss the entire story of this phone. The biggest, most important upgrades aren't the kind of thing you can see. They're all hidden deep inside. So let's pop the hood and find the tech that's actually new, the stuff that could really define this phone. This is where Samsung is placing all its bets for the next year. Okay, first up is a huge one. It's called a privacy display, and it's powered by this brand new tech they're calling Flex Magic Pixel. Now, this isn't some simple software filter. This is a fundamental hardware-level change to the screen itself. So how does it actually work? Well, it's pretty clever. First, the phone uses its cameras to see if someone is peeking over your shoulder. When it spots a little snooper, the software kicks in and controls these tiny light-emitting gates inside each pixel. It physically blocks the light from being seen from the side. It's basically like having a high-tech privacy screen built right into the display that you can switch on and off. Now, let's talk about the 3x telephoto camera, because on paper, this looks like a straight-up downgrade. I mean, it's going from a 12 megapixel sensor all the way down to just 10 megapixels, and when this leak first dropped, everyone was kind of scratching their heads. But trust me, that number is so misleading. The real story here is a classic example of quality over quantity. Samsung is betting everything on speed and intelligence instead of just chasing a bigger megapixel number. So the secret sauce is this new sensor's 3-stack architecture. What that means is, for the very first time, Samsung has built memory, we're talking DRAM, right into the sensor itself. This lets it grab and process an image almost instantly, way faster than your hand can shake or your subject can move. The result? Way less motion blur and what some people are calling gimbal-like stability. Another upgrade that everyone's been waiting for is charging. Samsung is finally boosting its wired charging speed, jumping up from the 45 watts they've been stuck on for years, all the way to 60 watts. And what does that mean in the real world? Well, in lab tests, that new speed lets the phone go from 0 to a whopping 75% charge in just 30 minutes. That's a huge improvement if you need a quick power-up in the middle of your day. All right, next up, the processor. The classic debate that sets the internet on fire every single year. You've got Snapdragon in some regions and Samsung's own Exynos chip in others. But this year, there's a really interesting twist. Leaked benchmarks are showing this weird paradox. The Snapdragon chip, as you'd probably expect, leads in single-core performance. That's what makes apps feel snappy. But check out the multi-core scores. The Exynos 2600 is right there with it, and in some tests, it's even pulling ahead. And this is happening for one big reason: the manufacturing process. The Exynos chip is being built on Samsung's more advanced 2-nanometer process, while the Snapdragon is on a 3-nanometer one. That extra efficiency is letting the Exynos seriously close the performance gap. Okay, let's talk about the price. all the reports suggest Samsung is trying its best to hold the line at last year's price point, but it looks like that comes with a pretty big catch, especially for anyone who buys early. So the good news first. The starting price is expected to be $1,299. That's the exact same launch price as the S25 Ultra. In a world where basically everything is getting more expensive, keeping the price flat is pretty impressive. But, and there's always a but, right? With the cost of parts, especially things like high-performance RAM just skyrocketing, you have to ask, is the overall value you're getting actually the same? Samsung has to make up for those costs somewhere. And here's how they're doing it. The leaks suggest Samsung is cutting back on its legendary pre-order perks. That awesome free storage upgrade, where you pay for the 256 gig model and get 512 for free, that might be gone. And the early reservation credit has apparently dropped from $50 all the way down to just $30. So let's put it all together. You've got this familiar design, but some really innovative guts. You've got a stable price, but worse pre-order deals. So the big question is, should you upgrade or should you wait? It really boils down to this. On the surface, you've got the hype of a familiar-looking phone with a similar camera and battery. But the reality is that under the hood, there is some real, tangible innovation happening with that new privacy display, the super smart camera processing, and the much-needed faster charging. Which kind of leaves us with one final thought. In an age where every phone looks a lot like the last one, maybe the most meaningful upgrades aren't the ones you can list on a spec sheet, but the ones you actually feel when you use the phone every day. Maybe Samsung is redefining what a new phone even means. We'll find out for sure soon enough.